Sorry for the plethora of videos, but I just realized after I got done that I didn't show you how to do anything with GitHub, and that will be important information for you to be able to submit your assignments. So, my bad. And with the videos, I know there were a lot of them, but a lot of them were shorter than the typical video, so I think it works out to be about the same. But I know from a student's perspective, you look at the list of videos, and you're like, there's more, even though it's maybe the same number of minutes. Anyway, let's look at GitHub. So if by chance it had already connected, and I think mine had done that, then you want to go in and delete the Git folder. So in our full stack fun folder, if you go into the backend folder and look in there, and there's a Git folder, it might be in here actually. You want to click on View, Show, and then make sure you show hidden items. So make sure that's checked. And then I always like to say, also always show the file name extension so you can see what extension it is. But if there's a .git folder that's in there, we want to delete that, and because we want to get the folder that has both of these pieces of information. So in the front end or the back end, if there's a .git folder that's hidden, so it just is a lighter color, like it was here in the back end, it looks like this folder, so lighter color in that. If it says .git, just delete that folder and it will remove the connection to Git on your computer. And then obviously if you've already pushed code, you need to remove the repository as well. But what we want to add is this full stack fun folder so that it gets both the back end and the front end. And so I'll stop this app from running so I can type some stuff here. And I want to go back up a directory. So cd ... will take us back up a directory. And then here, I want to initialize the Git. So I'm going to say git init, and that will build this empty Git repository. And I can look at that back to what we just were looking at. C, users, source, repos, and then our full stack fun. I'll see this Git folder now sitting here ready to go. So this is where it's at the full stack fun level, which will include both the back end and the front end as we make these changes. So then, as I want to then do something with this, I can go to my source control window here, or I can do it at the command level, but I'm going to do it here, and I'm going to say a plethora of changes. And of course, anybody who's seen Three Amigos cannot think about that word without thinking of a plethora of piñatas. We'll go here and commit and push. Now, no stage changes to commit. Would you like to do that? And yes, we can do that. It's going to commit and push those changes. Now, it should show, and it does, that I don't have a remote yet set up for it. So I'll add a remote, and it says, well, which one do you want to add? And when I click up in here, I want to add a remote from GitHub. It's going to give me a bunch of choices, and I'm going to say I want to add to this full stack fun. Well, I think I went and created that actually. You might not have anything there, so if not, you can hit escape to cancel, and you can type in the name you want. So let me try that. And now it's going to publish branch, publishing a plethora. Okay, let's try this again. So publish the branch, and it says, what do you want to publish to? Now again, I'm going to publish to a repository. In my case, it already exists because I went and, when I was testing this out, I created one. So you'll have to, let me delete that quick. So let me go out to GitHub and grab this full stack fun branch and delete. So I'll go down to the bottom here and delete this. All right, type this out. Yeah, right. We're going to copy and paste that. A good use of copy. All right, so I delete that repository. Let's try this again. So come in here, escape, publish that branch, publish to a GitHub public repository called Full Stack Fun. And so then that's going to publish that branch up there. Now the interesting part of this, if I've done things correctly, which is always a big question mark after this gets uploaded. A lot of code to get up there, right? Usually it doesn't take quite this long. Hopefully yours is going faster than mine. But the idea here is that we're trying to get this parent folder, Full Stack Fun, that has both the back end and the front end files in it, to push up to GitHub so that we can just submit this Full Stack Fun, and it will have both of our sets of code in there, both the back end and the front end in that. All right, I don't know what is going on here. I'm going to pause. All right, update. That was taking an exceptionally long time. So I ended up closing out of Visual Studio and then finally out of Visual Studio Code. I don't know why that was taking so long, but I want to try again now. Let's commit these and then publish the branch. I don't know if it'll do it without a message actually. Stop. How do I stop it? Let's see what happens with that. Let me do anything. It's not meant to be this difficult. Hopefully yours is going smoothly and it's just mine that's having trouble. Pausing again. I'm going to try killing it one more time because I really should have put a message in for that publish branch. So let me try that one more time. All right, so source control, sync changes. Okay. Is it done? All right, so then if I've done things right, let's open back up Visual Studio, go back into our API Fun. And it should be that this is automatically hooked up, and it is, with Full Stack Fun because that .git folder sits in the Full Stack Fun and attaches both to that back end and front end. And so now, if I've done things right, major question mark, then when I go to GitHub, then I have this Full Stack Fun that should have both my front end folder with its associated files that we've created, along with my back end folder that has all the information there so that the TAs can download and grade these projects. Okay, so hopefully that's helpful to see how we can get those uploaded. Sorry for the bonus video. That's helpful to you as you submit your assignments. Spencer out.